In this video, I'm probably gonna break a lot of your hearts and bring you some really unfortunate news, and it's not really news. I'm just going to disappoint a lot of you guys. There's no more gray area with these cars and just cars in general about tuning, your warranty, and what a warranty denial claim looks like. So everybody thinks they're gonna game the system. I can promise you now, if you're buying a 2018 plus car, let's just leave it at that. It happens with older cars too, because the ECU language and the catching and everything has been catching these cars for a while, but I pretty much can guarantee you if you own a 2018 plus car, you can't game the system. So stick through for the full video so I can tell you guys about some of the ways they catch you and what this really means for you. And if you're interested in tuning a car, modifying your car, whether it's a Subaru WRX, STI, or any other car in the modification world, this video will tell you a little bit about what you can do if you want to, but really about what you can't do anymore and how that affects your warranty, you as an owner, and what could happen to you. So let's say you're like me and you love cars, you love modifying them, you love fast cars, all you want to do is drive, enjoy your car and everything like that. That's me, that's a lot of us. Well, unfortunately, you need to be a lot more careful and you need to understand the risks and what a warranty really means. What is a warranty? A warranty is a guarantee from the manufacturer that if anything happens under normal driving conditions or under normal operation that affects some predetermined period of time of the car's ability to operate, they're gonna fix it for free. There's probably a terrible definition of what a warranty really is, but let's just say if something goes wrong in your car that isn't normal and isn't driver error with a certain period of time, which you've paid for in the price of the car, the manufacturer is going to replace it. And then you need to understand that as you change things and don't do things and do things and drive your car and tune it and risk more things, it doesn't make financial sense for the company to then cover those problems because they're paying money out of their own pocket to fix problems that you've created. So now that we're clear and understand why this is a problem and exactly why it's in the company's best interest to deny your warranty claim, let's have a conversation. So look, there's pretty much no such thing as a voiding your warranty. It's really a warranty denial claim. And what does that really mean? So no one's gonna go out and void your warranty. Well, they might void your warranty if you've done a warranty denial claim, but where this all starts is, let's say you blow your engine because you're running a tune. Something happens, you blow one of your turbos, right? You go to the dealer and you're like, bro, my turbo went out. That's a normal, that's a really expensive part. I'm under warranty, you should fix, and that's called a warranty claim, right? You're making a claim that the warranty has to be applied and that they need to fix your car under warranty. If they find out that you've done something to your car to shorten the life or damage that part that you're claiming that needs to get fixed under warranty, they're gonna give you a warranty denial claim. Now, let's say you've gone as far as tuned your car, built it, and they now know that your entire car is operating at a lower factor of safety, meaning you're running more horsepower or something like that. They're going to void your warranty. Basically, they're gonna mark your car and your car's VIN to let any other dealer know and understand, or service department know, that you've done something that's affected your car. Let's say if you tuned your engine, they shouldn't fix anything around your engine if that's your powertrain warranty. You get what I'm saying? For a long time, people were able to game the system. They did things like change their battery, wipe their ECU, bring the car back to stock. Those things don't work anymore, and let me tell you why. So what happens is each company has a different way of telling and multiple checks and balances, but from earlier cars, you've got things like turn keys, and this is your ECU measures how many times you turn your car over and off, and every time you flash your ECU, so this is for tuning, every time you flash your ECU, that gets reset to 0, and that's a really good indicator that you've done something to your car, and they're going to check things like your battery and other things that could reset that counter, because yes, if you replace your battery, it's going to reset the counter, but you've got to replace your battery, and maybe that's one way to try to game the system, but there are also other checks and balances. They can see things like if the ECU has been altered, and there are basically data logging. The car then logs information whether or not certain things have been done to the ECU, and I guess the short is, because I'm speaking about many different brands and ECUs and different things all together, is your car's watching you, and if you try to change it and tune it, the company's gonna know. Now, if you've done things that aren't tuning, like you've put on aftermarket suspension or you've done other things and it damages some other part of the suspension. So a great example is if you put coilovers and your, let's say your wheel bearings, that's not exactly related, but if your wheel bearings go, you're not gonna get a warranty claim because they're gonna say, oh, the spring rate's different. You're gonna get different static forces on your car during impact methods. And I said static forces because impacts are statically evaluated, but you don't care because that's engineering. Essentially, a lot of moving parts and things that your suspension, your wheels, basically the things that make your car move forward, let's just say, are then affected by that. So anything that goes wrong with that, whether it was your fault or not, if you've got coilovers, they're probably gonna deny your warranty. Everyone's gonna hate me for making this video, and a lot of people are gonna say, duh, we knew this, you're stupid. But I think a lot of people out there don't know this, and that you can still try to game the system, but I promise you, if you tune your vehicle, you need to understand the risks, because you're probably not gonna win that game of the system that you're trying to play. Cars are getting smarter, things are changing. Look at the Supra, untunable ECU. It's getting further. Car companies are cracking down on it. You know, think about it. You might just say, oh, it's just my engine. It's only $10,000, right? $10,000 is a lot of money. Think about what $10,000 means to you. I know it's a big company, but multiply that over, you know, 300, 400, 500 cars a month, because that's the kind of scale that we're talking over a global and even over a whole United States impact. So it's more than you think. We're not just talking about one engine, we're talking about lots of engines, because it's not just one of us in this position. So I know that I've talked about voiding warranties, warranty denial claims a lot with Subarus and WRXs specifically, but I wanted to make a video that just tells you there's no more gray area. I promise, rarely are you gonna be smarter than a billion-dollar company that's got teams of engineers that are trying to crack down on this. And there are still things that you can try to do to try to game the system, like taking your car back to stock, putting a new battery in, doing things like that, but you're still taking on a risk. And you might be able to find a dealer that'll do the warranty work. Depending on the situation, you hear of dealers doing warranty work because they need the work, or they don't really care, or you get a tech that's like, oh, there's no way a simple tune blew your engine, we're gonna do it. You know, that still happens, and I'm not trying to say that's not gonna happen, but for the most part, all it takes is going to one dealer and they flag your car and it's over for you. I promise you, this is the time to reflect on what you're doing. And you know, I'm not saying never tune cars like this, because tuning them makes them what they are, and it makes, you know, this whole industry and this whole community thrive. And it's something that I personally love and I wouldn't ever want to give up myself. But there's a massive financial risk, and this idea that you get to game the system is pretty much gone. And by all means, like, let me just say it out loud, gaming the system is illegal. So if you've gotten anything out of this, just understand that if you game the system, you're now liable for stealing that amount of money. And if a company really finds out you're gaming the system, they can come after you in a legal way. And you know, this has actually happened. So one of the beautiful things about this community and this channel is I hear a lot from my subscribers and situations, and I've had multiple accounts from people who have actually been pursued. They're not criminal charges. It's been really just civil suits where it could be criminal because it's a lot of money. I mean, it's a felony. You could be a convicted felon by doing this, but it's usually a civil suit where Subaru or another brand will actually sue you, take you to court after what you've done. And basically all of these instances were when people posted information online about doing this. They either made a YouTube video about how to game the system, or they made a post, one person made a tweet, and Subaru saw this. They have people out there looking for this. So the point that I'm making is there's no more gray area. There is some anecdotal, yes, it can happen, but I just want to make sure that, you know, a lot of creators out there are telling you, oh, you can do this to game the system. Oh, you can do this to game the system. Oh, I saw this one person that got away with it, and that means everybody can get away with it. And then tons of people go out and spend tons and tons of money on their car. They all go blow their engines, and they're out a ton of money. I promise you guys, I'm trying to keep it real with you guys. I want to give you guys that unaltered, that unfiltered experience and that information. And what I'm telling you guys is that doesn't happen with everyone. The majority of people are out there, they're strapped for money, they lose their money, they have to pay for it themselves, they sell their car at a massive loss. That's what's happening to everyone. When big creators are out there telling you this isn't happening, I promise you that's what's happening. And I've figured this out by being a crucial part of the Subaru WRX community and other communities, and being active and having this channel and getting tons of user information. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was disappointing, like I said, but thank you for sticking this far through if you did. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you want to see more cool stuff, this channel is evolving. I'm going to start making stuff that isn't specifically just about my WRX and more about just the car community, and maybe some more finance stuff, because I think a lot of people don't understand that you can do things that aren't a 9-to-5 that get you into places like this, and that's what I'm passionate about in my personal life. So if you've stuck this far through and you want to see stuff like that, let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button because it's free to you and it helps the channel out, so I appreciate it. Thank you.